an organization account for you. Now, you can click here, click create new organization, and then submit the application. So these are the organizations I already have. One organization can have multiple users.
multiple user เริ่มเลยนะเนี่ยข้างใน
Yeah, multiple user. We can add a lot of user
แล้วกี่คน
in one organization.
3 คน
And also, an user can have multiple organization. Just like this, I can join a lot of organizations.
หันมาเนี่ยตรงนี้ขาดใครบ้าง3 คนบ้างเดี๋ยวเทียบกันไหม
3 คนผมบอกแล้ว
เพราะว่าไง
ผมบอกให้กดคีย์เอกผมก็บอกกดเลยแล้วต้อง
So here we can invite
โอแอปโฟ
the user
พิมพ์เข้าไปเลยใน
in
นั้นแหละ
to
พิมพ์เข้าไปได้
our
หรือว่ามันรู้อยู่แล้ว
organization. By click this invitation link, you can create an invitation link. And here we can give different permissions to the user. For example, we can add the note here, and you can give this user different menu, different permissions. For example, if you don't want this user to manage the device, then you just don't need to tick up this option.
2 คนอ่ะ
You don't want him to enter the system setting.
ผมยกผิดเลย
พิมพ์รายชื่อมาที่พิมพ์ชื่อ
Just
ที่สมัครมา3 คนนี้
untick this option. Then he cannot see this menu.
ไม่ได้แล้วแต่ผมใส่คำว่าดีมไปอยู่
He cannot see this menu. So we can manage the permissions, the privilege of the user by this function.
คือแอคเขาเองอ๋อ
Then you can create a link. And after that, you can share the link you can just copy and share the link
เป็น
to other user.
เรียกเขา
username
หรืออีเมลก็ได้นะ
And after that, the user can join your organization. So your organization can have multiple users. So this is the user management and the menu permission of the platform. And in the console, in this overview page, we can see the basic information of our platform, And in the panel function, we can view the device data. Here, configure and add the device and add the variable. So you can easily check the data of all the devices here. So how we link the device to this platform? We use the device center to add the device. So there is 4 functions in device center: product category, product management, device group, and device management. So the first step, we can add a product category first. Yeah, in the product, we can create the variables template. If you use SCADA or HMI before, this is you can refer this function to the device drivers. You can create the default variables for the device. is code-free, easy, and rapid addition of multiple devices. And what is the device? Each device in the platform it represents an actual physical device on site. So we can consider product as a product driver, and this is an actual device on site. So for example, I have already created a category Renata, and Renata sells HMI, sells PLC. So you can add a Renata HMI or Renata gateway under this category. And the device type, we select direct device and use MQTT to upload the data. So you can see the product we created just now here. And we also supply the private deployment. If we use private deployment, we can visit by enter the IP of the device of the server. And the product will support not only MQTT, will also support Modbus and OPC UA. We can use Modbus or OPC UA to upload the data to the server. Then we can create the group. This is just a list. We can create a group. For example, we create a group for training. And then we can create a device. And this time I will use this tool for test. I will use this MQTTS tool for test. We can select the product type we create just now. Okay, wait. So we already create a device. We can go back to the product management. We can add the default variable in the scene model. So there are 4 template: attribute, telemetry, system variable, and command service. What's the difference? Attribute refers to the device property or infrequently changing status. And in our platform, we allow direct control within the monitoring interface. So we can monitor and control at the same time. And telemetry refers to the dynamic data during the operation of the device. For example, like the temperature, like the humidity. And in our platform, it can provide integrated monitoring of both real-time and historical data. So in our platform, attribute focus on monitor and control. Telemetry focus on the monitoring and historical data. And command service focus on control, only control. For example, we can add a telemetry here. So this is the telemetry name and enter the identifier. This identifier will be used in the JSON payload of the MQTT. Yeah. As you can see, we add a variable in the product. So when we go back to the device, here will automatically have a variable. Have a variable here. If we create another device, also use this product. MQTT-S2. You'll see here will also generate a variable directly. It will use the variable from this product. And we can also add the individual variable for device. For example, motor 1. So this variable only belongs to this device, MQTT-X. And MQTT-S2 will not have this variable. So how we upload the data to the platform? I will show by use MQTT-S. We can enter this information here. For example, I create a new connection. I will create a new connection. Okay. Here we can enter iot.elynkon.com. And the username we can find here. We can find the username here. Okay, details. And copy this token. Copy this token. And the token will be the username. So now we connect to the platform successfully. So how we update the data here? We can use this topic. We can use this topic. And this is the format of the JSON. TS stands for timestamp. Stands for timestamp. So we can check the timestamp here. And then we upload the data. So as you can see, the data is shown here. 78.5. I can upload another new data. So the data is updated here. We can click on this button to check the historical data. And we can also check the historical data here. And check the historical data here. And if you want to control the device, you need to subscribe to this topic in your MQTT client. You need to subscribe this topic. Subscribe this topic. And then you will receive the data from our platform. So you can receive the data from the platform. It shows that the motor 1 is turned on. Motor 1 turn off. And we can check the control history here. Here shows the control history. So this is how we connect the data to the platform. If we want to upload data to this device, we just need to copy its token and then change the username here. And then change the username here so that we can connect to the other device. And our platform will provide up to 2 years data storage. And you can also store the data in your own server. And you can check the historical data of all devices here. Yeah. And we can check the data by hour, by day, by month, so that we can get the hourly report, daily report, and monthly report. And we can use the latest, maximum, minimum, and average value of the data. Set the average. Okay. And in the task center, we can use JavaScript to execute the task. For example, like this task, we can use the variable from the device to trigger on the task, and we'll send the command to device. And we can check the task log here. In the alert center, we can monitor the alert message. So the first step, we need to create an alert rule here. Choose the device. If the temperature is greater than 90 degrees, you will send the message, alert message to the platform. Oh, okay. So we can have a test. If it's greater than 90 degrees, we can see a new alert message here. The message was just generated. And we can check the detail. And we can receive the message here, notification here. If you want to push the notification to your email or to your own application, we can add the notification rule here. For example, we support email and webhook. If you choose email, the alert message will send to your email address. If you choose webhook, you can link to a lot of applications like WhatsApp or other like WeChat or other mobile applications or platform. We support post and push method. And we can bind these rules and this notification rule together. Okay, so when this alarm is triggered, it will send a message to my email. Let's proceed to the visualization center. So this is our visualization center. We have already made some demo here. We can create a new dashboard here. You can save your whole project as a template. So when you create a new dashboard, you can use your template for the new project. So you already have the project here. This is the template. Okay, so we now save the project. Okay, so this is the project we created just now. And when multiple users enter the edit page, we will show a hint. Because the save is automatically, we don't want to cause the conflicts. So for example, if I want to show the data here, I can bind the platform, bind the data I create just now. Select MQTT telemetry and select the temperature. Yeah, and enable the okay. So we can check this here. Let me upload the new data. So the data is updated. The data is updated. 11.5. We can also show the historical data. In the data management, we can create data source. We support MySQL, Postgres, TD Engine, ClickHouse, and SQL Server. And you can also use our own database, the data stored in our platform, because we provide the data storage. We already provide the data storage. So you can use our IoT data. So has okay. So we have data in this interval. So this is the data from this data set. On the data set. And these are the components we support. These are the basic components like the button, switch, indicator. And this is the analysis chart, like the table, bar chart. Right. And pi. Radar chart. And we provide a lot of typology graphics. You can use these graphics in your project. And background, border, header for declaration. And you can also upload your own image in the platform. Okay, so that's all the function I want to introduce today. Thank you all. Do you have any questions?
So thank you very much for introduce your platform. So our team will review your record video, and if have any question, we will ask direct to you or how
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me try for the device IoT like V-box or sensor.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
ท่านอื่นๆครับมีคำถามอื่นไหมครับ วันนี้ดู overview แล้วเป็นไงบ้างหรือไงถ้าต้องการคลิปวิดีโอเนี่ยขอผมมาได้เลยนะครับ มีคำถามอย่างอื่นบ้างไหมครับ โอเคไม่มี so I think today is enough and good
Okay.
presentation.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
yeah. If
first
you
step.
have more question, please share with me.
Okay. Okay, then today is finished. Goodbye. Thank you very much.
Okay, okay. Okay. See you.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.